Good afternoon. Call this Oversight hearing to order. Today we are following a long tradition in this committee, and that's kicking off the new Congress with a hearing that is focused on Native communities' priorities. This committee is the only committee in Congress that has the charge to serve the interests of Native people across our federal government, and we take it seriously. The way that we live up to that charge is we listen. We listen first. And by listening to you as Native leaders, highlight what is important to your communities and the work that you are doing, the committee can ensure that our work aligns. And that way we can make progress together on the most pressing issues. And I think that this approach works. Over the last few years, working together, we've made historic bipartisan progress on important issues like public safety and justice, with the passage of the tribal title in the VAWA 2022, as well as numerous MMIW initiatives. We're seeing huge investments in critical infrastructure, such as sanitation and broadband, through our work on the bipartisan infrastructure law. But there's always more to do. The issues and the needs are wide-ranging, which is why today we have representatives from many different sectors, including education, health, finance, and economic development. So how we approach these issues may not be the same for every Native community. We recognize that. We respect that there are different service delivery and self-determination models across the country, whether you're in Alaska or whether you're in Hawaii, New Mexico, Minnesota. So we recognize that. I want to take just a few words here this afternoon about the new administration, because as we are making our new start in the Congress, the administration is as well. There's been a flurry of activity already with new OMB directives. Some of these, I know, have caused concerns as tribes and Native communities rely on federal funding and on tribal programs that flow from the federal government's trust, treaty, and statutory obligations to Native peoples. So know that we're listening. I immediately raised your concerns to the new administration at every chance I got, including in my meetings with the president's nominees. We sent a letter to OMB urging them to acknowledge that tribes have a unique political status and to clarify across the federal government that as the administration carries out its initiatives, it does so in a way that respects this unique political status and the federal government's responsibility to Native people. I think they're starting to get it, but we have to be diligent here. There are many good federal partners at the agencies that understand these issues. At the Department of Interior with Secretary Burgum, they were the first to issue that secretarial order. There have been others that have now followed, so we're going to get there. Today's hearing, again, will help us chart our path forward together in this Congress. I want to thank those of you that will be providing your comments to the committee today. I look forward to hearing from you, and I welcome those that have gathered here in our committee room. It's not very often that I walk in and I see a line to come into the Senate Indian Affairs on a hearing. So recognizing that we're talking about priorities and seeing a full house is just yet one more indicator of the importance of the good work of this committee. I now turn to my friend and colleague, the Vice Chair, for his opening statement.